So in today's video, we're gonna check out the Diamondback since it was one of the exotics that did get a little buff in Title Update 9. So I'm gonna talk a little bit about the pros and cons. I'm gonna show you one solo heroic control point, and I will also go into PvP a little bit. I will use this with the Negotiator's Dilemma set because it's pretty nice synergy. If that sounds interesting, then let's get started. Alright, so as I said before, I wanted to check out the Diamondback when Title Update 9 would hit, or when the actual change to the Diamondback would hit, right? So what they added to the Diamondback is this part right here. So after hitting a mark, all shots fired are guaranteed critical hits for 5 seconds. So that's gonna lead to way less having to aim for the actual mark target. You do it once every 5 seconds basically, which is pretty huge. And yeah, with that change though, it's gonna work really good with Negotiator, because as soon as you hit the mark, you're gonna crit. So you guys don't know how Negotiator works. Basically all the crit hits will mark enemies and then transfer the damage, right? I'm not gonna go too much into that, but it's pretty good synergy because this is the only gun in the game where you can actually 100% know that you're gonna crit. 100% crit chance, it's pretty hard to beat. So we're gonna test that combo in today's video and check it out and see what I think. I did test this yesterday on the stream, so yeah, and that's probably 2 days ago from you guys watching this video. In short, the build, what I'm using, I'm still using the Overlord knee pads, still amazingly good. I have the perfect glass cannon here, sacrifice, which is gonna lead to me taking a lot of damage, so hopefully that's still fine. Otherwise, I guess you could still use the LMG gloves, but I mean, 30% multiplicative damage, hard to beat. And yeah, 4-piece Negotiator. So the way you want to focus on this build, mine is not perfect, but you don't want to go any critical hit chance, just critical hit damage everywhere. If you have room for another stat, then you go headshot damage. So yeah, you can see my build here, not perfect, but actually I have critical hit damage everywhere. I mean, only the chest could be better though, but that's where this build is at. Got this Diamondback god roll from the exotic reconfiguration yesterday, right? If you watched that video. Crit damage, as talking right now, is at 190. So yeah, let's just go, and I think we're gonna hit the control point there. So gonna check the map here. Any gear sets? No, it's on mission. How does it look in New York? Please, gear sets? No. We can go to New York actually and do a control point there. So let's do a control point in New York because it is tied to the manhunt objective and I haven't finished that yet. So let's see, Brooklyn Bridge or derailed. Let's just go for this one. Now the change to the nvme is gonna get reverted back, right? As I just made a video about today. They talked about that on State of the Game. So I mean, obviously this is not gonna be as good because of that, but still I think Diamondback is a really good option for PvP. It is a bit harder to play than other guns though, but it's a really fun gun, and I think the synergy now with the change here, it's just crazy. So you can just tag everything there, and now we're gonna shoot that doggo and everything else dies. So detecting high threat, of course we have a elite patrol here. Always when recording a video I try to do it fast, but we get a high patrol here. It doesn't matter though. So we're gonna hit that guy with the mark, and then we're just gonna hit everything else and just hit the big guy there, and the rest of the guys will die. Then we need to hit the mark there again. Need to make sure you hit the mark though, because otherwise you won't get the crit chance, right? What? Does he have the holster or what? Would be a shame if I died here, huh? So we don't actually, we're gonna hit that guy actually, and then we're gonna see that guy. You see he took damage. So the downside with this build, or this weapon to say, is the reload. So that's why I actually have gunner on now, because the gunner will make the full mag to reload faster. I thought it would be only one bullet, but I tested it and it actually gives the full mag as a reload, which is good to know. I did try this with Ninja Bike as well. However though, I just don't think the Ninja Bike knee pads are worth. You see the reload speed there, right? But I don't think the Ninja are worth, because they're too situational. You're also gonna give up on the overload knee pads. It's just, to me, it's not worth. I don't like giving up damage for reload, but that's definitely like the biggest issue with this gun though. Like, you reload so much of the time. Now we're gonna get closer here so we can actually get the mark. We hit that. We just try to hit other NPCs here, and we're gonna do damage to all of them. Sometimes this is bugged though, especially I noticed with rifles. So even though they are marked and you're critting, it won't transfer the damage. It happens very rarely, but it does happen. Jesus. It's a fun build, but not the best, I would say. It's quite refreshing to play. And also, when you do reload, keep in mind that you will swap the target of the mark, right? So we're too far away now. So if I would reload here, it's gonna swap the target, bam, to the other one. So that's a good way if you want to swap the target. But I think, honestly, this is more for PvP, in my opinion, than PV. Like, can I peek? But it's really like... it's like a different way to play the game, right? I always liked Diamondback, so I think it's a fun gun. Not a gun I would use all the time, though, especially with the reload. You got kind of, at least in my opinion, when I play this for a longer period of time, you get sick of the reloading. CC there. Hit him. Got a kite. That's something I always said. I think that there should be something to the reload for this gun, because it's quite annoying to always be reloading. And I just don't think Ninja Bike is a good solution. But if you guys like that and you can work with that situational, then yeah, it's gonna be good. Because if I had it here, it would be great, right? Just jumping over here. But not every time we're gonna have that opportunity to do that though. So that's why I kind of don't play it. I tested it and I just quickly realized that this is the first time I tested it. It's not just for me. So that he's trying to push me, and he's not marked, of course. But usually you can mark that guy, and then that's what I did before. Gotta get that on a video. Like, you mark the rusher and then you just shoot the other guys, crit them, and they will just die. Something that, like, I think would be pretty fun though with this is to actually play the chest, because normally it's 3 marks, right? But with the chest piece, I think it goes up to 6. And for Diamondback, I think it makes sense because you do so much damage. So, I mean, maybe that's something I should have tried. But then again, you give up a lot of damage. Could reload here. I mean, heal. If we could mark that guy and we shoot that. You can just mark him on the shield. Oh my god, we greedy as fuck. Please don't die. That would be annoying. But I guess we gotta go into PvP with this though, even though it did work like this in conflict, right? But we can definitely head into PvP and try this as well. But I think I really wanted to test this in PvP though. But if I remember correctly, it worked this way in conflict. It just didn't work this way in Dark Zone. Like, this is definitely not a like speedrun build though, as you can probably tell. But as I say many times, it's not always about playing the best. For me personally, I like to have a lot of fun, you know, when I play video games. You don't always have to play the meta. That's why you've seen a lot of times, especially back to Division 1, I would play like stupid stuff because I just find it fun, right? Because the Diamondback 1886, it just feels... Oh shit. It's just a bit harder to play. Did we get the mark? No, because we don't have crit. Need to hit a mark here. I want to just mark him like that. You could even hit the shield and then you hit for something else. And he should be dead. He should be dead. Oh, now I'm actually dead. Yikes. But there you go. There you see, right? You could just ignore that guy and just shoot the... Just shoot the rusher, right? I ignore the rusher and shoot the other guy. Which is pretty nice. So yeah, I guess we finished this one. It's taking a lot of time though. I don't like this taking that much time. Usually like control point is like what, 4 or 5 minutes for like a decent build for me. This is taking way longer. Because I don't want... I try really hard, I said this before, but I try really hard to not make the videos too long. At the same time, I don't want to cut them too much, you know, so I'm just gonna show you the full one. Just really unfortunate with how they spawn here, I guess. Probably getting additional ads as well. But we haven't even defended yet. Oh my god. But yeah, this gun is definitely harder than M1A to play. No, that was it. Than M1A, right? Slower rate of fire, but still pretty fast rate of fire though. But it's just something with this gun that just feels harder. I don't know if it's the crosser, but I think it's the crosser. But it just feels harder to use than M1A. I mean, of course, that comes down a lot to the time to kill. It's saying normal, but it's not normal. I didn't even see it said that. It's on heroic, which you can obviously see how they're fighting, but I know people are gonna say, no, why do you play on normal, widdz? Why? It's heroic. It's not normal. I don't know. I guess it's a new bug with title update 9. I don't know if it said that all the time, but yeah. Obviously, it's heroic. Same when people comment on my legendary run, saying that it's on normal or heroic or whatever it says. White Tusk only appears in legendary. There's no way to spawn them in easier difficulty. I guess that's a control point with Diamondback. I mean, to sum it up quick, it's a super fun gun. I understand a lot of people would not like to use this though, but if you like one-shotting and hitting hard, it's a really good gun for it. Especially combining it with Negotiator. Definitely makes it play it a bit different. And yeah, playing it correctly, you're gonna get a lot of good use for it. I don't have a chest piece on me, but I think the chest piece ups it to 6 instead of 3 marks. Which is pretty good. I think having a few extra marks would be good. Sadly, I don't think it's that worth the investment though, but possibly something you could do. But yeah, downside with the gun, it's the reload. Like you reload a lot. Like you reload almost half of the time. So gunner with the reload speed definitely helps. I mean, having gunner as well gives you armor on kill and that stuff. That's kind of why I use it. I actually think I played this without damage to rifle on the gunner. Possibly. Probably not. Damage could get improved though, but hey, we're gonna go and check conflict out quick with this, I guess. So yeah, I'm gonna cut the video to that. See you guys in conflict. Alright, so I just queued conflict here. So just quickly go through the gear. Weapon damage, critical hit damage. I swapped the chest piece to unbreakable. It's not the highest rolls as you can see, but it should be good enough. Crit damage and yeah, headshot damage. Using Dark Winter as well, we might tag with that, but I tested this a bit yesterday, and honestly, it's just not worth to like tag them and then try to finish them off. I think the way to play it in PvP is just to play it normally. Negotiator does give you crit chance and crit damage. You don't give up too much stats, and also they get additional crit damage here as well. That stacks up to 20, so 2 times 20, it's 40 critical hit damage when you kill a marked enemy. So I would just suggest you to play it normally. I might try now when I play to actually tag them up and yeah, to get a kill with the mark, right? But it's extremely situational, and most of the time it's not worth. Like, you should just play it normally. If you get opportunity when somebody's tagged and you shoot another guy, yeah, that's perfect. That's cool, right? But I don't think it's worth to play like that. But as I said, might try to do that though, just to show it off. But yeah. Oh, so we actually did instantly get into a game that's already going. So might have to do another game here. I did play a bit yesterday, so I might take you some clips from that. I did try really hard to mark them and then shoot. But yeah, I didn't have too much success with it. Just too much stuff to do. So I just think playing it normally is the way to go. Kinda wanna have pulse here. So we might swap to that. Even though pulse is bad here, I think for what I'm trying to do, it's just better. I don't really like to play that CC anyway. But yeah, definitely like one of the hardest build to play, in my opinion. Like, you would think it's similar to M1A. Oh fuck, now we got the kill on the skill there. I mean, yeah, you see that at least. I should probably use EMP here, but I'm trying to use pulse just to be able to. Oh shit. Let's try to mark them here. No, I needed to hit that skill. They not crit, but I have crit now. But they don't peek. Please peek. How is that not a crit? Might have to rewind that, but yeah, that was too quick of a match. We gotta queue another one. Another match. Same map, apparently. It's like, seems to be like same people as last match. It's pretty classic. But yeah, in terms of like other builds as well, I just don't think this is that good, you know, unless you like want a one shot to the head, then yeah, like it's nice. But I mean, comparing this to like playing an AR build or M1A, it's way harder to execute, right? Your aim needs to be on point, which I don't think my aim is going to be on point this match, but we can hope at least. Because I literally just went in here to play this, not playing before. So yeah, because the PvE was recorded yesterday. So okay, we have 200s and 199, so they're pretty high ranks for once. So I assume some sweaty PvP people there. Oh no, they play that stuff. So we did get a crit on him. Should get 2 kills there. Did I get 2 kills? No. So I don't think I damaged the other guy in my back, or did I? I did get 2 kills. I did get 2 kills. Cool. So that's what you can do. I was lucky that I critted there. I have 30% crit chance, I think, for Diamondback. I mean, you could possibly go a bit more. Like, go 30% actually. Just gonna mark him, and then we go with Diamondback. So I do get the buff. And I miss. That shield definitely makes it harder. It takes away a little bit of the head, so you need to aim like pretty high up on the head. Because if you like aim on the throat or like lower part of the head, you're gonna hit the shield. Like, even the parts the shield don't cover, it's not gonna hit the guy, right? So but as I said, like, comparing this to like M1A or MK or whatever spam, it's way harder to play, of course. We already have people rage quitting. So we're playing some pretty sweaty guys. Was he not marked? No, he wasn't marked. He was not. Because I hit him in the head, right? Which gives me the buff, so he wasn't marked. If it was marked, that would have been nice. But that's what I mean. Like, it's really situational to play this.
The enemy is acquiring the boost. The boost has been taken by the enemy.
You see, like, one of the shots there, I hit him on the lower head. That's exactly what I said, right? And it did not damage him. It just hit the shield. I'm pretty sure if you would slow that down, you would see that I actually hit the part of the head. If it didn't have a shield, that would have been a headshot. 360. Probably gonna get shot from my left. So there are two guys playing shield and that one, which is definitely annoying. Especially since I feel like my aim is not on point right now. Just going right into a PvP match. Not really warming up, you know. We're hitting the shots at least. Like having that shield gives you such a big advantage. It's good to see the skills as well. Don't want to be that close. I mean, he literally shoots, what, 5 bullets? And you're dead. Probably even less. Not like 5 bullets. 200k plus per hit. Like, I feel like it's a fun build to play, but you will do way. At least me personally, like I equip a Eagle Bear and I can just dominate, right? Like play this, and it's pretty rough. I think PvP wise with this, you need to build it so when you hit a headshot, it's a one shot. So focus more on headshot damage and actually use glass cannon. Because I feel like this gun plays similar to a sniper, right? You definitely want like the headshots to actually matter. Like if you need to hit 2 shots to the head, I mean, what's the point of using it, right? So in terms of PvP, I would build it a bit different. Probably you swap Unbreakable to glass cannon and that would probably be good enough. But yeah, I just put together some gameplay and then hopefully that will be enough. And that will be enough to showcase it. So pretty nice in PvE. For sure, it's a fun gun to play. It's a bit different. In terms of PvP, I also think it's good. But I would definitely spec more into damage. Now I use the same build in PvE and PvP. Except I swapped the glass cannon one, right? I probably would keep that one actually. Because you wanna, like you kind of want it to one shot to the head. Otherwise, you would just have to shoot their skill and then shoot them body shot or headshot or whatever with the crit guaranteed, right? Like this build was focused on crit, but possibly just going for headshots would be the way to do it. And a good thing with the crit damage though is you get the mark and you can just kill multiple of them. But honestly, I'm not the biggest fan of Negotiator with Dilemma though. I think like headshots should be a one-shot kill with this gun if you build it for PvP. Otherwise, it's just not worth it to play it. But I'm gonna conclude the video here. Hope you guys found this video useful. And if you are interested in more Division 2 videos, make sure to hit that subscribe button. See you guys in the next one.